Hi, my name is Machinehead and this is Understanding Fortnite. Today I want to show off a 1v1 map that you can use to really improve your aim. One of the problems with the creative aim maps and Kovacs is that the targets don't mimic the actual movements of characters and damage isn't received the same way. So getting good aim in Fortnite is actually mostly about memorizing the movements of the characters. Just memorizing how they jump, how high they can jump, where to aim when they crouch, how fast they strafe sideways, how fast they run. Memorizing these things is really what's going to get you better aim in Fortnite. Kovacs and the aim maps are definitely going to improve your skill overall and make it easier to start memorizing these things. And that's because tracking is prediction. You cannot actually physically react to the target moving in one direction. You have to predict how fast it's moving and match that speed with your mouse. This is why every time a target changes directions, there's a quick delay for you to react to that and start tracking in the other direction. And that's because you had to react for that split second, which is why you're off target. So yeah, definitely Kovacs and the aim maps will improve your aiming skill and mouse skills overall. But this map is really the second half of getting good aim, which is learning all the movements of the characters and memorizing that, and also memorizing the movements of your own character. So this map has no building or anything. You're just focusing on shooting. And the reason this is good is because a lot of time when you're playing some box fighting or something, you're mostly self-correcting your builds and your edits. Shooting is kind of like an afterthought most of the time, whereas this, you can focus directly on shooting. Another habit people tend to have is they don't go for headshots enough. They really just aim at the first thing they can hit. And that's really not a good habit to get into because you're going to be landing lower damage. When you get in this map, just consciously go for headshots. As soon as you start getting comfortable going for headshots all the time, it's not even going to be a thought anymore. The next thing this map practices, which is actually related to going for headshots, is your crosshair placement. You're going to start holding your crosshair where it needs to be to start going for headshots. Now I've built in a lot of angles for different peaks in this map. I've made sure to include areas where you can do pretty much all the essential peaks that I've shown in my videos. The last thing I want to add is this is the best way to practice aim on controller. You have a real player in front of you that's going to act the exact same way a player would in game. The way your controller aiming behaves is going to be the exact same, and also that crosshair placement is super important on controller. I'm just going to leave the rest of this gameplay finished just so you guys can kind of see how the map is played, how I like to play it, and the angles that I like to use. I just want to add that I also like to use the green weapons because I feel like I've been kind of spoiled playing on box fight maps with purple pumps, and I'm not being as accurate as I should because I'm often satisfied with hitting like a 150 body shot with a pump. And I feel like when I go in game and I have a green pump or a gray pump, I'm just not aiming as strictly as I should. And I think that actually practicing with these lower variant pumps is actually going to make me more confident with those guns in game. And also, I did try this map with a purple pump, and it's kind of just like a 200 fest if you get in each other's face. And then it's not really practicing what I designed it to be anymore. That's pretty much it for this video. Thanks, guys.